Hey Fins fans, how are we feeling after that wild one? I've been pacing around the house ever since the final whistle in Madrid. Just picture it. Under the bright lights of the iconic Santiago Bernabéu, our guys fought tooth and nail and pulled off a gritty 16-13 overtime win against Washington. Yep, our first regular season victory on Spanish soil, ending a drought that goes back to the 2014 game in London. That win brings us to 4-7 heading into the bye, with Jordan Brooks playing out of his mind and Achane slicing through defenders like he's floating. And it leaves us with the big question. Is this the spark that turns the season around? Or just another emotional chapter in this Dolphins roller coaster? Let's break it all down, play by play, stat by stat. Who else is still feeling that international energy right now? That overtime sequence was something special. Jack Jones jumped Marcus Mariota's throw like he knew it was coming, setting up Riley Patterson for the walk-off kick. I literally jumped off the couch. Was it a pretty game? Not really, but it was classic Dolphins. Grit, resilience, and refusing to fold. We forced 2 missed kicks, recovered a muffed punt, and our special teams, top 3 in EPA per play, once again showed why little moments matter in close games. But let's talk about the man of the night, Jordan Brooks. 20 tackles. That ties his career high from 2022, and nobody in the NFL has hit 20 this season. He's also the first Dolphin since Zach Thomas in 2006 to get there. With 125 tackles on the year, he's on pace for 193, one of the top 6 single-season marks ever. Tell me that doesn't feel like the defensive anchor we've been waiting for. And when you know Brooks' backstory, it hits even harder. He grew up with real struggles, tight money, moving homes often, and he brings all of that fire onto the field. Off the field, humble, team first, grounded. Remember when he had the Papa Shot game removed from the locker room when we were 2-7? Message received, focus. Then he goes to Madrid and delivers the most tackles ever in an international NFL game. Are we watching a dark horse DPOY push? Let me know your take. Now let's shift to Achane, our human highlight. 2 straight 100-yard rushing games. Against Washington, he put up 120 yards that looked effortless. He now has 9 100-yard performances and 1,270 scrimmage yards on the season. That's not just speed, that's reliability. That's a back you can build an offense around. And with Mostert dealing with injuries, is Achane now the unquestioned RB1 for the rest of the year? What excites me most is how he elevates the entire backfield. He forces defenses to commit, opens the field for Tua, and gives Hill and Waddle more room to operate. If he keeps up this pace, I don't see how he's not in the Pro Bowl conversation. What do you think? And speaking of rising stock, Jack Jones. His first interception as a Dolphin couldn't have come at a better moment. He was targeted 3 times, gave up just 1 catch for negative yards, and looked completely locked in. Felt like a welcome to Miami moment. Did it bring back memories of peak Xavier Howard for you too? Zooming out, everything connected. Special teams delivering in the clutch, defense playing with identity, offense managing the game smartly. The fumble recovery, the perfect field goals, the pressure-induced misses, those hidden moments win nail-biters. Patterson was pure ice on that final kick. We also saw Minkah Fitzpatrick put together his first career multi-TFL game, Tua hitting his 75th NFL start and playing clean, Jordan Phillips getting his first TFL ever, and punter Jake Bailey having arguably his best game as a Dolphin. These aren't loud headlines, but they're the backbone of wins like this. And at the heart of it all is Brooks again, not just as a tackler, but as a leader. He's not afraid to call things out. He elevates the energy of the locker room, and his intensity sets the tone. His impact goes far beyond the stat sheet. All of this made the Madrid win feel bigger than just a number in the standings. It was the first regular season game ever played in Spain, our first international win since 2014, and maybe the beginning of a shift in momentum. Now we're 4-7 heading into the bye with back-to-back wins and a sense that something might be building. Is a late push realistic? That's up to you to decide. What I know is this: I'm fired up. If this breakdown got you pumped too, drop a like, share it with your fellow Fins fans, and tell me in the comments. What's your prediction for the rest of the season? Fins up, always. Man, that overtime magic, Jack Jones snatching Marcus Mariota's pass like it was gift-wrapped, setting up Riley Patterson's walk-off field goal, had me jumping out of my seat, screaming at my TV like Tua just hit Tyreek for a 70-yarder. This wasn't pretty. It was pure Dolphins resilience, forcing 2 missed kicks from their guy Matthew Gay and recovering a muffed punt to seal the deal. Special teams stepping up big, ranking us 3rd in EPA per play league-wide. That's the kind of clutch play that turns heads and flips narratives. But zoom in on Brooks. 20 tackles, matching his career high from 22 with Seattle, and the most in any NFL game this year. First Dolphin to hit 20 since Zach Thomas in 2006 Hall of Fame company. Baby, with 125 on the season, he's pacing for 193, 6th all-time in a single year. Fins Nation, does this feel like the defensive anchor we've been begging for? Tell me your thoughts below. Tying it back, Achane's grind mirrors our squads. From 2-7 slumps to back-to-back dubs. He's the jolt we needed. 1,270 scrimmage yards? That's not luck. It's lightning in cleats, forcing respect and opening lanes. As we head into bye at 4-7, his consistency's the silver lining in a stormy season. But hold tight, because Jack Jones pick-six vibes in OT. That's the turnover magic we live for, and it's got layers worth unpacking next. Boom, Jack Jones, our corner from the Raiders pipeline, calling game with that OT interception off Mariota. His first pick as a Fin, stepped right in front of a slant to Zach Ertz, returned to the 33, paving Patterson's 29-yarder heroics. Best game of his season, targeted 3 times per next-gen stats, allowing just 1 catch for -3 yards. Lockdown mode activated. From Oakland streets to Miami Heat, Jones is proving he's no rental. He's redemption, flipping scripts with ball skills that scream starter. Picture it. Bernabeu roaring, Jones high points that ball like it's his destiny, pure chills. Fins faithful, was this the welcome to Miami moment we hoped for? Comment your reaction. Did it give you flashbacks to Xavier Howard glory days? Layering in those TFLs? First career multi, showcasing range from sideline to sideline, forcing 3rd and longs that bent but didn't break. 7 tackles total? Commanding presence, rallying the secondary like a general. Dolphins lore loves returnees like Minka, traded away. Back better, proving Greer's vision. This game's a checkpoint in his haul track. But hold up, Tua's hitting milestones too. Let's pivot to our QB's quiet dominance. Tua Tagovailoa, the Maui Missile, logging his 75th NFL start, 14 of 20 for 171 yards. No picks, no TDs, but surgical in a slugfest. Efficient, error-free, dinking and dunking to keep chains moving, setting up Achane's bursts and those FG setups. From Bama battles to Fins faithful, Tua's poise under Bernabeu lights, vintage, weathering sacks and schemes without flinching.